Certo, per un po' c'è stato.
Here we are in Carmignano, in deep heart of Tuscany, not far from Florence, in the province of Prato, and this is the Osteria Supe e Canto. Supe e Canto literally means up to that corner, because the word canto is an ancient medieval, let's say medieval time word, which means corner. Means also song. So canto, exactly the same spelling, the same accent, means a song or a corner. This place was the corner of the big main square of the village, and Supe e Canto means up to that corner. This osteria belongs to the network of slow food, which means the food is 0 kilometer, completely seasonal, completely local, and follow the right rules of the agricultural production. The menu is typical Tuscan, and you can enjoy here all the local repertoire that is quite rich but strictly faithful to the Tuscan tradition. We start with liver pâté, which is an ancient Tuscan tradition. Usually they call crostini when they put the cream over the slice of toasted bread. In this case, they prefer to have a shaped like a kind of terrine, just to use the French word for the same thing, and is served together with caramelized onions and cotogna. Cotogna is a kind of big apple, very ancient, also this one. All this will be incredibly valorized by the beautiful local red wine called Barco Reale. Barco Reale di Carmignano, which is the name of the village where we are. And this is a Sangiovese 90%, nearly 100. Is a little bit of Canaiolo. And the recipe sounds very similar to the Chianti, but the wine is different, and you should taste the next trip. Here we are with the first course. You know, every Italian meal, official meal, not lunch break, but a real meal with the family, includes antipasto, appetizers, first course, usually this kind of stuff, but generally it's a pasta, spaghetti, or macaroni or fusilli, whatever. And then a second course that usually is the main something. And then cheese, dessert, fruit, liqueur, and finally coffee. This is the first course, and we are trying here two different, very different. This is a risotto. Risotto, following the tradition to be in a flat dish, and has an incredible aroma. It's a risotto based on blue cheese from the Mugello. Blue cheese is created from the milk of the sheep, so it's different from other examples, and is incredibly big aroma. These are tortellini, which means big dumpling. And inside the big dumplings is mortadella di Prato, which is a cured meat of pork meat made in Prato, and this is a slow food presidium, which means that the slow food organization recognizes this like the local speciality, and where locally the tradition is preserved, and is dressed with a lovely, here also incredibly aroma and fantastic attractive smell of melted pecorino cheese. So we are going to enjoy. Here we are at Supe e Canto, and we are here with Francesco Alderighi, which is the owner and manager of
Nice to meet you.
lovely restaurant, typical, not Tuscan, specific of Carmignano, where they serve the real traditional food. This osteria was founded by his
It's founded by
parents?
my family, my father, my mother, and me in 1996.
1996, so
Almost 30 years ago.
nearly 30 years, and we know that Emma, your mother,
Yes, my mother.
is still working in the kitchen, which is
My
a
father is
guarantee.
retired.
The father is retired.
Retired.
But to have the mother working in the kitchen is a guarantee of the observance of the traditional rules in preparation of the recipes. And let me tell you that what we had here was fabulous, really fantastic. I had to pop at the kitchen and get some questions for the cook and some recipes, possibly. The first question is, what did inspire your parents to, and you also, to open such a specific, such a precious osteria?
My parents are my mother is a son of a butcher. My father worked in the textile industries, but for extraordinary work 40 years ago worked even in the restaurant as a waiter.
Oh, okay.
In the 1983, my father and a cousin of my mother founded a gastronomy shop in the village near Carmignano. Until 96, that we are come in Carmignano with my joining in. The passion was inside my family.
Sure.
Because in my family, both my grandparents near mother, my grandparents near father was good cooks, good chef. In my family, we have eaten very well.
Fantastic.
And many of the recipes that we propose in the restaurant are the consequence of this culture in my family.
Because, as you know, for Italians, food is very important and is something we cannot make jokes or mistakes or anything. We have strong traditions, we have territories, every territory has specific, peculiar products, and with those products, since hundreds of years, our parents, grandparents, ancestors, they did the best. So trust the tradition. Now I'm asking, what inspires you to create the dishes of the menu you offer?
The dishes are the ancient recipe of Carmignano culture. No way. Nothing to invention, not something new or created by another idea. It's just the aftermath of the culture of Carmignano.
That's great. So we are in the tradition. How your menu change in the different seasons of the year?
We change menu following the change of season. It depends on the products you find on the market. And we change dishes day by day with a rotation, with a constant rotation of the dishes in the menu. Not fixed menu, but what we find in the market and we cook. Now it's season. We are in May. There's asparagus time. We had artichokes time. So we base the menu on the season production, on the season issue in the market.
Which is the right thing to do. 0 kilometer, I suppose.
Almost zero.
Almost zero.
Almost
Okay.
zero.
Where is located your most far away provider?
Allora, the market, the provider are all Ortolano,
vegetable
store, butcher, the butcher of the village, another butcher that produce even sausages, salumi near Poggio Caiano. There's another village here nearby.
Carmignano is behind the corner, I can
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah. For the wine, we are in Carmignano, so we don't need presentation.
Yeah.
And
Olive oil?
Olive oil, we produce olive oil.
Do you
Yes, we produce olive oil. We have a small podere with a few of olives. And
So there
with
is a Tuscany farm.
yeah, Tuscany farm. We have an association with the other two my friends. They have another big Tuscany farm, and we produce olive oil. We produce in another side project under oil vegetables. The giardiniera you have in the menu is homemade and made in a factory, not here in Carmignano, but we have a laboratory near Prato. And
The giardiniera, so-called, are a variety of vegetables that, according with the traditions, you refer to your own vegetable garden, which means that when it's the season, you have not 1 or 2 carrots, that's
No.
what you need, but million of carrots. And 2 weeks later, no more carrots, now hundreds of zucchini,
zucchini, yeah.
etc., etc. So what the tradition invented is to do giardiniera, which literally means gardener, which is to cook all these wonderful products locally produced in your garden and cut.
Yes, it's cutted.
Please describe
yes,
the process.
It's boiled. All vegetables are separately. Sì, 2 minuti, tanto dici. 2 minuti. The vegetables are cutted and boiled for separately with water and vinegar.
Water and vinegar.
Few minutes to preserve the crunchy,
Yep.
the crunchy of the vegetable, and after kept under olive oil and sterilized.
Sterilized the container.
Sterilized, and you can keep the vegetables in this way for many years.
Okay, so this was the way to create a product that was totally locally made with your own stuff, and you can have these lovely, fantastic, attractive vegetables, a little bit sour because they have been cooked in vinegar, and is the perfect companion for all the cured meats. That is one of the strong points. He mentioned the local butcher. What the local butcher makes the most important. We tasted mortadella. Mortadella di Prato.
We have the fegatelli. We have the classic poor type of meat tradition, Tuscan meat tradition. We don't make bistecca.
Of course, we are not.
Many restaurants make it, so they do better than us.
I doubt.
And
We tried.
yeah, we keep arista, we keep the sausages, we have the stracotto, the meat for the stracotto, for the stewed beef. To make peposo is another ancient recipe of Tuscan tradition. This kind of.
They do everything, but what is local? What belongs to the local tradition? He proudly said, we don't do Florentine steak. We're not in Florence. We do other things. We do our things, and we honor our way to do. And now is the time for the second course. Second course, you are not very hungry anymore, so you appreciate something really special like this. This is a cabbage leaf, steamed, and inside is minced pork meat with many flavors: rosemary, sage, parsley, and Parmesan cheese and a bit of egg to make stack. And then is stuffed and cooked, so becomes a little bit crunchy outside and very soft inside. And this, believe me, is one of the greatest preparation you can ever taste. Toasted bread with an idea of extra virgin olive oil, and then we have fagioli all'uccelletto, which are white beans cooked for hours with tomato sauce. The combination is absolutely super, and I can guarantee from the aroma that it's going to be amazing. We can't leave Soupe e Canto and Francesco without mentioning the delicious giardiniera. And on top, I'm fascinated by the slogan, dall'orto all'arte, which is very musical. Orto in Italian is the vegetable garden where all the carrots, zucchini, melanzane, eggplants are coming from. All'arte, arte, is art. So dall'orto all'arte means from the vegetable garden to the art. And this is the masterpiece from the local workshop. Then, Francesco, could you explain the other two jazz?
These are other two special products of Italy. Dried tomatoes in olive oil, homemade dried tomatoes, and these are white boretane onions with orange vinegar.
Orange
is an unusual
vinegar.
version of the vinegar made with oranges. And this is something new, something special.
Fantastic. Can't wait to taste.
After you tell me if you like it.